Is your spirit willing and flesh weak? I'm Brad Haynes, and here's your message in a minute. Do you remember the incident before Jesus was arrested and he was praying in the garden and he asked a couple of his disciples to keep watch for him? Remember how they kept falling asleep and Jesus would come back, wake them up, and tell them to keep watch? They just couldn't seem to do it, and Jesus reveals why. He says, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Right there, he tells us that we have to live by the Spirit. Later in Galatians 5:16, Paul tells us to live by the Spirit. And he says, when we do, we will not gratify the desires of the sinful nature. When we live by our flesh, we fall asleep spiritually. When we live by the Spirit, we don't have to deal with our flesh. We have accepted His Spirit to cover our life. So I say, live by the Spirit. And that's your message in a minute.